Expensive gaming headsets are not worth the money. And as someone that owns 20 plus gaming headsets and who makes money reviewing them, why would I say that? Well, let's break down a few examples of what an expensive or high-end gaming headset really is. I'm talking the $200 to $300+ range. So first we have the Astro A50. I bought this for $300. Big yikes. So what is the Astro A50 at its core? Well, as I demonstrated in my comparison video, it's really just a modified Astro A40. The A40 alone you can often find for about $130 depending on where you look. So where does the extra $170 come from? That's over double the price. So maybe the A50 has a better microphone? No, not actually. The A40's mic actually sounds better because of the compression that's added to the A50's mic. All right, maybe better drivers. The sound's gotta be better, right? $170 better. Actually, the A40 sounds a little bit better, again, because of that compression added to the A50, and you get that feedback hiss coming in the A50. Audio is just a little bit less clear on the A50. Build quality, nope, they're pretty much the same build. In fact, you see some of the kind of paint stuff chipping off the A40 at the top. You actually get that same deal on the A50. $300 headset, and this is even missing a couple features. The mic, it's non-detachable, unlike the A40, and the speaker tags, you can take off the ear cups, but not the speaker tag itself. The A40, you can swap out the mic, take off the speaker tags, replace those with different kinds, and the ear cups as well. In fact, everything on here is the mod kit stuff right now. Well, except the mic. I actually don't know if this one's the stock mic or the mod kit mic. They're pretty similar. Okay, so what do you even get when you buy the A50 for $170 extra? Well, it is wireless. All right, so there's that. It comes with this big bulky base station with wires hanging off of it. It's kind of inconvenient to place, to be honest. And there's no wired functionality on this thing, and you can't use it Bluetooth, only with this. All right, let's try again. This is the SteelSeries Arctis 9. I bought this for $200. Again, big yikes. Do these drivers sound like they're worth $200? Nope, they actually sound very similar to the SteelSeries Arctis 3, which I bought for about $50. The tuning on the Arctis 9 might be a little bit better, but the upper mids and the treble still really shrill. The bass on both has no detail, no impact. Clarity is all right on both, around the clarity of the HyperX Cloud Core, which I'm wearing right now, which I got for like 50 or something dollars, and the HyperX Cloud 2, very similar to those. But the tuning on both is like, really harsh in the high end. So does it sound like it costs $200? No way. Now, one thing the Arctis 9 does get is this steel headband, which is good for the build quality and durability so it doesn't snap. So that's not bad. Cloud 2 has an aluminum frame also, but not the whole headband. And the Arctis 9 is wireless with the dongle. It's kind of a bulky dongle, and it does have Bluetooth. So you can use it wireless and Bluetooth, the 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth at the same time. So that's kind of cool, but the sound and the comfort, it's the same as a $50 headset, and this costs 4 times the price. What's going on? Now, there are countless other examples of headsets with the same performance but other added features. The Cloud Alpha Wireless, the Razor Kraken V3 Pro with HyperSense, etc. The trend amongst these devices is feature bloat, not performance improvements. And I'm gonna be real, that's the difference between me and most of the other YouTubers that I've watched, especially in the headset space. I'm not here to get you to waste $200 to $300+ on a gaming headset that's really just a $50 to $60 device at its core. When you're spending $200 to $300, you're in a really dangerous price range because you can get some legitimate headphones. You can get like some Bose Quiet Comfort. You can get the Sony XM4, XM5. If you're into Sennheiser or Beyerdynamic, you can get one of those headphones. You just won't get the mic. If you really need a mic, you can actually buy like good headphones and an external mic for less than you'd spend for like the A50. Now, I know a lot of people really do want to use the mic on the headset, but the only mic that I've really heard is the Corsair HS80 that actually has like a decent mic. If you're spending more for the headset, you're generally not spending more for the mic. Now, there is one and only one exception that I found when it comes to expensive gaming headsets. It's this device, the Odyssey Penrose, and by extension, the Penrose X. Honestly, this is the only gaming headset that I would even consider if you're about to spend about $300. The drivers on the Penrose are super clear. The sound separation is on point. Now, for me, it took a ton of EQ for this to get to sound listenable for me for a range of different uses. For FPS games, it's kind of locked in out the box, but it's really shrill, kind of like a lot of devices, the Cloud 2 and the Arctis, but this has a lot better bass than that, just like out the box. But when you EQ it and boost the bass and drop the upper mids down, if you want to use it for just like general use for like, casual like music listening or single player games. It can be used for a lot of different things if you really get the EQ dialed in, unless you just like that default sound, that really kind of like banshee shrieking sound. And it's the only device that it was like, oh, they spent a lot of money on the actual sound itself, which actually matters, unlike just adding some like random vibration gimmick like Razer does. Unfortunately, the mic does still suck unless you use it wired, in which case the whole headset's going to be pretty quiet, and I don't know why you'd really buy this to use this wired anyway. Now, Odyssey doesn't get to completely avoid the roast though. They also have the Mobius that was launched for $100 more than this, $400. I bought this for its launch price of $300. The Mobius has some like 3D surround sound, head tracking gimmick stuff, and it's just like, again, really, you're paying $100 for that? Not getting a better mic, you're not getting a better build, not getting better sound. There's a bunch of gimmicks. So the TLDR of this video is if you're looking into a headset that costs $200 or more and you're not getting the Odyssey Penrose or Penrose X, and honestly, even if you are getting those, then I would be very hesitant. If it's like an XLR headset like they use for like sports broadcasts and stuff, there's actually some pretty good devices there. But if we're just talking about like 3.5 and USB for the most part gaming headsets, anything over $200, I'd be super hesitant. And also I would be super skeptical of any YouTuber or show, even like on just like blogs or forums, that's trying to pitch you on a $200+ gaming headset. Myself included, be skeptical of my videos if I'm talking about a $300 headset like it's super great. Be very aware that the overwhelming majority of them are just $50 to $60 headsets with a bunch of feature bloat, and the performance has not improved at all, and a lot of times it's gotten worse.